sign I've had a leak. Well, the leak's been fixed, but you can see the damage that's been caused. There's a cracking coming down the side here, water stain there, running down to the skirting board. It's damaged around this window, the ceiling above there. I've raked all this side out now, popped a few holes in, see where the water's got to. This was the worst side, this one. It's gone quite bad up there. Well, that ain't going to be a problem. I'll get some foam in that and it'll be sorted. See where the water's come down through here as well. Nothing a bit of foam will sort out. Oh, closer look. Looking a little bit different. A lot smoother. So I've used 180 grit sandpaper to just smooth all this off. The void here now, I need to be able to form a corner. If I put this filling knife up flat to the ceiling, you can see how much on the wall needs filling, and then the ceiling. So I need to start by filling this face first, but before I mix any filler, I need to get this sealed, because this plaster might now be powdery because I've just been sanding it all. Dust off. And with some very thin PVA diluted, just seal this. Any drips, just wipe away with a damp cloth. Now I can mix my filler. Well, you can see the consistency of that filler there now. It's not too thick, but it's not too runny. But I do want moisture in there because I want this to bond to the plaster. So it's not fully dry. Well, that's okay. So starting with the wall, I'm pushing it in. Now I don't want to build it up too thick. Anything on the face here, I will remove. But at the minute, I just want to be able to get it all in to the back. I'm not necessarily wanting to work against the ceiling. I'm actually trying to keep within that gap and fill the wall. That is nice and tight into that corner now, beyond the ceiling. So if I just get this camera, I'm going to give you a little look. Then see how I've got that now. Now I can put some filler into this top area. Remembering that that is still going to be soft. So, up to the ceiling. And when I'm filling there, I'm actually filling on a slight angle, pushing it in to the ceiling, the existing bit of ceiling. Not too bothered about actually filling the hole yet. Just getting some filler in so that when I do come with the next lot, it has something to bond to. That's just secure to the ceiling. Our little movement there is just working the filler in. Same again, on the face of the wall. Okay, so I'll have to leave that now to go off for a bit. Well, let's have a little look. So I'll have to let that go off, because there's no way you'll be able to form the corner unless you have the angle trowel. But because this is so deep, even then you still have to wait for it to dry to come back and go over it again. Well, that's looking alright for now. Just use the last little bits of filler on here and then mix some more. Well, this is drying off quite well now. Been round and done the rest of my filling. Well, this is now hard enough to take some more filler. Not fully dry, you can see it's quite dark, but it's hard enough to take that next layer of filler. So what I've been doing is using my block, just rubbing along that edge there, and with it being reasonably square, it'll give me a better, truer edge, although it's not completely filled yet. Anything like this here, these ridges of filler, you just take your blade and you just scrape them off. Save sanding them. Now we're ready for some filling. Once you're satisfied with your sanding, damp cloth, just wipe that over. Now I'm ready for filling. This is the second mix of filler. If I give this a shake, you can see the consistency. This is what we want for the second fill. It just wants to sit back there so we can get a smoother finish with the second one now. Working out again. That's it. That is job done. That's looking alright. I'll give it a closer look. Oh, it's a lot smoother now. So you can see how the angle is there now formed. That's completely smooth. Job's a good one. Again, when this is dry enough after the second fill, if this is too much of a right angle and it's not quite sitting with the rest of the paintwork, then just run a beaded filler along here. So simply by putting some on the end of my finger, and I just follow that along. Take away that thick edge. And that way, it'll just match with the rest. And before any of those thick edges dry too quick, just damp cloth, just lightly wipe them back.